and said, Ben, you need to watch what's on this DVD.
Why you make fun of me, Eddie?
We're live, so just in case you want to keep making fun of Ben.
I'm always really to make fun of Ben. He came in today and he was, I was helping some guy out with his 360 because it wasn't working with Grand Theft Auto. I was like, I got some time, I'll help you out. And Ben just kept da 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 da. And at one point I just looked up and I go, Ben, I have not been listening to you. He's like, oh, I make you mad. I'll leave now. I'm like, thank you, Ben. He's like, I hope see you later, dog.
his voice just keeps getting worse every time we talk about.
Yeah, but I can't believe he did that. What a doof. What a doof.
See what I just put there?
Good.
Yeah, I almost opened all of them today, but I didn't. I literally have had no time to myself until I came down here.
Okay.
Because like by the time my dad left, obviously Lucas was up, and then he didn't go to bed, so I had to go for a walk to calm him down a little bit. And then Jake came over to bring that game, and we hung out, and I was like, dang it, I'm not going to get anything done. I mean, not that, I mean, I like Jake, obviously, he's great.
Gosh, you're hanging out with Jake.
All right, well, I guess I can, you know what, give me 1 second.
Live on the air with Not Eddie. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Don't know what to say. This is weird. There's probably someone watching going, wow, this is really entertaining. This guy's just kind of sitting here looking at his computer monitor. Yep. Pretty cool. Glad I'm the only one here. Eddie probably went to go take a poop. Sure is weird around here.
Not that it like needed to be done right now, but I'm gonna want it afterwards.
You left
And then I
me
realized,
and it was live. You left me by myself and it was live. I did a lot of awkward talking because I didn't know what to say.
That's okay. I'll delete that later.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
All right, you ready? You ready for the power hour of time?
One thing, did you notice when you type, it mutes your microphone?
When I type.
Yeah, because I was just typing and it put like a mute in my corner. Like I think it turns off the mic.
La, 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 la. It's not doing anything.
I mean, if you're making nasty noises, but like if I type, my mic doesn't pick it up.
What are you talking about? I heard you the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Like, I'm typing right now, Doug. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Whatever, man. It did something earlier.
Maybe you hit a mute button.
I mean, I guess you'll find out when you watch the footage.
You know your microphone always has that, like, cross through it.
I know.
Okay.
That was a great face. I'm really... Whoa.
So good, dude. Okay. I'm going to start this thing. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait for your coffin.
Coffin. All right, go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next level. Your home for all things, everything. Not doing it. I knew you were gonna cough, so I waited.
How do you know?
I didn't. I just wanted to start over.
Just getting over a little sore throat. Like I didn't lose my voice, but I got sore throat for some reason.
Gay.
Yeah, it was just, it was super gay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next level. Your home for all things video games and gaming news. I am your host, Eddie the Fishman Fisher, joined as always by Mr. Dig Douglas.
What if one of those times joined by and it wasn't me? It was like a pumpkin head.
I don't know. Why would that be a thing? Why would I
wait
have
for
a
the Halloween episode? Get ready to get spooked.
Spooky Dukes? Except for hopefully by then we won't be here. We'll be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, supposedly this will be kicking off, I'll just say, in the near future.
Yeah.
Well, despite all the stuff we can't really talk about, tell me things you can talk about, which are cool games you played. Or something you did that's cool.
A couple things are cool. I've been
Yeah.
playing a lot of Diablo 3.
A lot, Mr. Level 30. Come on.
Hey, I've been playing a lot more than what I did before. So it's a lot to
That's
me.
fair.
I've been playing it with Haley. You and I played some Gauntlet.
Yeah, we did.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we did.
It's hard to think back because I don't think I played as much as I wanted to. So
You had like a whole week of freedom and you didn't play one video.
I just sat there, looked like that the whole time. So the Wolfenstein Old Blood is way longer than I thought because I got to the ending. I was like, oh, cool, I beat it, and it said end of part 1. So now I'm on part 2, but that's good because that's a lot of content, and I'm happy with
for
it.
40?
20.
20. That's right.
$20.
I
Yeah.
set myself up for excitement every time. Like, whoa, no way.
Yeah, it's a great deal. So I've been doing
Yeah.
some dungeon crawlers, some shooting Nazis, and I've been kind of dinking around with some Metal Gear games just to get hyped up because 5 is coming, and it's going to be so good.
I played a little bit of Ground Zeroes today. Show my dad, since he likes Metal Gear.
Old Snake, what's he thinking?
Metal Gear's good. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been digging around with a couple of those. I've been watching the Peace Walker movie, like a lot of people have, because I don't want to play through that one again.
Dude, we got to co-op it.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I read an interview recently. Kojima pretty much stated again. I think this is an older interview. Portable Ops is not canon at all. At all.
the way that your face when you shook your head, because the delay, it was like your face was.
So it was like cut in half, like when Frieza got cut in half with Trunks.
No, your face was jello. That's what
Oh,
this
it's
meant.
Bill Cosby. Watch out! I'm gonna get. Let's not go there.
You're gonna get hugged and kissed and put in a loving family. All right.
Oh, combustible
That's gonna happen.
Huxtable is what they used to call me, giving birth to hoagies. That was a hoagie coming out.
And who gave birth to the sailboat? Was that that was the son, right? No, that wasn't. It was the son-in-law.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
gave birth
What?
to a schooner.
What a weird show.
Yeah.
You remember when Theo got his ears pierced and they call him Hole in the Lobe?
No,
Yeah, that was his nickname. Oh, Hole in the Lobe. I'm like,
that's a
that's a good
stupid
one.
nickname.
I know.
Hey, can I talk to you really quick about how good Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes looks? Because I kind of forgot.
Yeah, that game looks really good. Super good.
I'm really impressed by that Fox engine. Like, seriously, super impressed.
Apparently Konami's not because they let Kojima go.
Well, I'm sure there's other reasons why they let him go. Like,
Yep.
he is too professional. What a jerk.
What a prick.
What does
Yeah,
he want?
it's-
Like, everything to sound good and look good? Well, it does cost money. That kind of sucks.
Well, it's just funny because back to the Portable Ops thing, one interview was like, yeah, there's parts of it that are canon. And then it turned into, only games I directed are canon, which
Like, he
did not.
just was like, just put the kibosh on it.
And you notice every like picture that's come out from Konami about the story, you don't see any Portable Ops.
No, you really don't.
And you don't see Rising,
Well, no, because Ryzen's not canon.
even though some people, think it is.
that?
Yeah.
No, get out of here.
That ruins 4, if that's the
It,
case.
it ruins a ton about a lot of things,
Yeah.
especially a lot about Raiden.
Gosh, what a weird game 4 was.
Yeah, but it was great.
Yeah.
Did you
Hey,
play
my-
more of that, or did you not go back to that one?
My internet's getting choppy. How am I looking? Am I looking okay?
You're looking okay.
My feed's looking like crap, so okay. Yeah, I did go back and play some spots in 4. That game is way more depressing than I have ever remembered.
It's a pretty sad. I mean, it's like the culmination of everyone getting everything about the boss's legacy wrong.
Yeah, and everyone dying.
And I just
Ocelot doing
realized.
this.
No, I mean, Ocelot's sweet when he does that.
It's so cool.
Dude, I'll tell you this. First of all, for the people viewing at home, just in case you can't see Doug's bad camera, he was
Yeah.
doing gun motions like this when he was orchestrating murder.
Yeah. Bang!
Yeah.
What a cool guy.
You know, like when I was looking back at here's the story plots you really need to remember and think about for the next Metal Gear. So all of these wars are being waged just because of the Patriots' money.
Yeah.
There's like nothing else.
Mm-mm.
But they talk about all this crazy political stuff, and you're just like, no, you just want like 20 grand.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's probably not 20 grand. That's not enough to fight over.
We want $20.
Taking it back? It was always my $20.
Liquid. And then he gets it. Who's the coolest Metal Gear? Like who? No, what is the coolest Metal Gear?
Well, I mean, Rex looks cool to me, but having an amphibious Metal Gear is better.
The Salamander?
Of the Ray. Come on, let's not.
It's called the Salamander.
So, like, Metal
Rex
Gear
is
Ray is cooler, or is better to have than Ray. But gosh, wow. Let me start over.
Whoa.
Ray is a much more practical and useful Metal Gear, but Rex is cooler than Ray.
Yeah, it is. Remember when you, spoiler alert, when you fought Ray?
Yeah, it was one of the coolest things ever in that entire series.
That's something we've all wanted to do since the first game. Like, we
Yeah.
could pilot that, and then they finally give it to us. And Vamp is just a nasty, weird guy. I think you disagree with me on this. I kind of wish Vamp was magical and didn't have nanomachines, because I don't know.
But is there anything in Metal Gear that's actually magical? There's
Two-
nothing that's like not
two things I can think of.
unexplainable.
2 things. Wait, 3.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
Okay, just start talking.
Okay, Psycho Mantis, mind control. The Sorrow, bring you down
Well,
the
hold on,
river of death.
Come on, let's talk about this. Who did he mind control? Just Meryl?
Meryl, and
How do we know he didn't intoxicate her or something?
some nasty Bill Cosby stuff. Well, I think when you were talking to him, he's like, I used to help the FBI find murderers, because he would like go in to their minds and stuff.
He's
He-
just like psych.
Psych.
He's
Like
good at
like the
analytics.
show, not Psych. That's not
Yeah,
Psych.
not that. Yeah, like the show. Like he's just really good at analytics and plays like he's whoa.
And then he would pick up those statues.
Yeah, I guess he does have.
Okay,
Yeah,
number 2, Sorrow's Death River.
yeah, but I mean, isn't that just hallucinations? Or I don't know, because you see him like in so many other instances.
Wait, here's another one. You control a bee hive with another bee. That's kind of magic.
That's weird. That's what that is.
Okay. Also, when Vamp ran on water, that doesn't make any sense.
All right. So you got
And
4. All
My
right.
last one. Remember at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2 where Fortune's like, I can't die. Every bullet misses me.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Ocelot's
she actually
like-
pulled it off.
She did, because Ocelot's like, it's only such thing as technology. And then he turns it off. So there's elements.
Yeah, but I think him actually being a vampire is really stupid.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to say this line, and this sums up everything Metal Gear, and I hope you understand. At one point in 2, you were fighting the President of the United States in a Harrier jet that a vampire is flying. Think about that for a second.
Not accurate because he's not a vampire.
Oh, stop. He is. He's a nasty...
No.
He's
Best one of the best lines though is still 5 today. Or leather 6.
What are you, anyway?
I'm Yurkoi Pliskin.
A dud.
that guy's just the best guy in the entire series.
Yeah, he wins. He
Yeah.
wins.
So play anything else that's really sweet?
No. Nothing I can think of.
Definitive.
I'm still playing that pinball arcade, but that's probably just gonna be a weekly thing.
So you didn't do a whole lot of game stuff while you were on vacay.
Well, I guess I went to that arcade, the Stellas in Grand Rapids, and played some 1942.
And some Punch Out, and you.
Yeah, which was not good. That was not good.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, I played some Street Fighter 2. I wanted to play Mortal Kombat 2, but people really started getting into it. I was like, I'm not gonna go over there.
It's a little too crowded to be like an arcade in that place.
Yeah.
And it kind of bums me out.
Yeah, I didn't get to play as many games as I want because I felt like it was a long vacation, but a lot of life happened, so I
Yeah, you
didn't.
did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I just watched Mad Max, the old one.
All right.
It's a
Did
weird movie.
those hold up pretty well?
Yeah, better than what you think because it's actually filmed. Because a lot of old movies are slow, and that's just the times. You can't really fault it too much, I guess. But this movie's really snappy, like the new one. because the director likes to cut a lot and just move really quick. So I appreciate that. And at one point, you know what? You just watch it. How about that?
Yeah, I gotta watch the new one too. I have a copy of it.
Yeah, where'd you get that? It comes out.
Ugh.
It comes out the first on Blu-ray the same day as the game, and I really want to play the game, but I don't think I'm going to pay $60. I might wait.
Yeah, I'm anxious to try that one because every time I hear about it, I hear, well, still not good.
Which it's really funny because Game Informer was praising it a couple years ago how great it was, and now they're like, it's not.
Well, I guess the thing that they said though was it hasn't changed from E3, and that's bad. So that could just mean that, like, hey, when they originally saw it, there's a lot of really good ideas, a lot of good mechanics, graphics look good and stuff, with the potential of being a really good game, but it hasn't changed from that base. It's kind of like with the Destiny beta. We're like, well, hey, the shooting's good, it looks good, so long as the real game's not like this, right? And then you're like, oh, wait, the real game's like this. Ooh.
I did play one more thing.
Yeah?
Kaboom.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that I'm trying to
going for the high score.
Yeah, I hit the 3,000, which I was really. I looked up the high score for that game online. Holy crap! It's
16,000.
I think more than that.
Oh,
some
dang.
guy. There was like a competition on some website. There was 15 people, and the guy in the middle had about 3,000. So I was like, okay, I feel all right about that score. But like the guy in the top, I think he had 126,000.
He's cheating.
He has to be. There's no way, because that game gets really fast.
Yeah, it does.
But it's a good game. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to lay it down. Because that's it.
Okay. I don't know what you laid down.
Nope. I forgot. One more.
Yeah, one more.
I was listening to Limp Bizkit, and I was thinking, man, I really want to play some Freakstyle. So I turned on my PS2 and played some Freakstyle. Pure is better, but Freakstyle is still really, really good.
That's fair. That's fair.
Done.
Finito. Got
So
it.
I played a little bit more than I thought, but there you go.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I've dabbled with a bunch of stuff. Obviously, Gauntlet came out, so picked that up, and I've played quite a bit of that. Because obviously we got into a group, we played a decent amount, and I think a lot of people like to try and compare that game to Gauntlet, and it's a bad idea.
It's just different.
Yeah, they're different styles of dungeon crawlers. Like Gauntlet is, getting the weaponry and the stats and paying attention to like the buffs and stuff that you get and really just hammering on those mobs, and that's great.
Yeah.
But Gauntlet's like, hey, there's like 3 moves that you get, and those are basically locked in. How do you use this character to defend against this scenario?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been finding that like I actually, because I was always Warrior because he plows through so many dudes, but
I love that spinning. I mean, it was better on PC, but like that move's great.
yeah, no, it's super great. It's super satisfying too, because you see like a ton of miniature, like zombie heads flying everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think I've been really liking the Valkyrie because she seems a little more versatile, and
Mhm.
she can her life meter and stuff is like way shorter. She takes more damage than the Warrior, but she has better survivability because she can block, and that block also pushes enemies away from you. So
okay.
that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
As
that's
far
how
as
you're
I know,
protecting me now that I think about it.
Yeah, and nothing like breaks that block as far as I know.
Hey, really quick, are you using the mic on your headset?
I don't know. I thought so. Why?
I was gonna say, pretty decent sounding mic.
Oh, this one's
That's
better
it.
than the Sony one.
Is it really?
Yes. The Sony one's mic is not as clear.
Oh, you think
Yeah,
it?
I mean, it's not as clear. I mean, I could be going through the computer. I don't know. I just plugged in the headset, so I'm assuming it's going through here. But I figured
Probably.
I'll sacrifice the big, ridiculous gaps here for better
Yeah.
audio.
You're a pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, so playing Gauntlet, actually, that's actually what I was editing before this. I was putting together a quick look I made for Gauntlet for S House Studios. So I'm going to post that up after this. But yeah, so that's been really fun. I liked it a lot on PC. I was super happy that it came out on PS4. I think I'm going to buy the Necromancer. It's $5. $5 for the Necromancer. They did a patch where they put it in the menu where you select your character. So I was like, okay, yeah. But I have $3 in my wallet. So like, ugh. I just need $2.
If it was like Nintendo, you could add the difference, but nope.
Yeah. So what? Are you gonna add $5?
Yeah, their minimum.
Then I'm gonna be stuck with $3 again. But yeah. So I played that. Obviously, I've been playing a crap ton of Splatoon because I'm always talking about Splatoon.
Mhm. That's
But
fine.
they added a new mode, so we had to try it out. So real quick, that one is called Rainmaker. It is a single flag capture the flag mode, but
Really?
with a neat twist. So
Hmm. I like
the
capture the flag.
basic concept of the stuff is kind of the same. It's you got to get it to the other end, except for now it's human controlled and you're not on a path and stuff. But the twist on the flag, outside of it being a weapon, is that it's like encased in a bubble and you have to pop the bubble. And what people didn't get when that mode first unveiled is that, like, because you have to shoot it and it's like swirling with your color paint, and when
Yeah.
it pops, it explodes in a wave of your paint around the whole thing. So if you got a bunch of guys like really close to it and they're trying to break it, but you're the one who wins the pop, they all die. So like people would rush up to it, everyone's shooting it, we would win it, they would all die. So they'd have to wait a few seconds to be spawning, and so we would just zip right to the end, and they would be fighting us like almost tooth and nail to just not like lose right away. But it adds a really neat thing. So like when you get it, you know how they had the ink Suka,
Yeah.
that tornado ink shot.
I like that thing.
That's what the Rainmaker is. So you get this Rainmaker, and you move slower, but you can charge up a charge shot of that. It's not as far and not as quick, but it's like a little swirly shot, like the Inksuka. And so you're trying to walk that and put it on the podium at the end, and it's super fun.
I should try that out.
You should. You need to get to rank 10 first,
Okay.
level 10. But
Right.
dude, I'd play that all day. And now that you can party up beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
play directly with
Did
this.
Chris get rid of his?
I don't think so yet, but
You
he was
better not.
talking about it. No, we should definitely play it. I'm game for playing the game all the time. And they added the 2 new weapon modes. I think those I've talked about already, actually. But then the next big part about Splatoon is that the next Splatfest, in Japan, it was like, I can't remember what it was. It was sometimes like, oh, that's kind of neat. I hope we get that one. That's kind of cool. It was probably something other like food related again. But then we got Autobots versus Decepticons.
That's really cool.
That's super rad because like you always get a Splatfest shirt. So whichever side you choose, you get like a dog or a cat or
So
marshmallow.
you picked Decepticon, right?
No, I'm going Autobots.
What?
Come on, Autobots are awesome.
No.
I know Decepticons are pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
a hard
they
choice.
are.
It's a hard
They're so cool.
But like you get the logo. It's super cool. You get to wear
Forever?
it. No, it's only for the Splatfest. It really bums me out. But it doesn't start yet. I think the voting hasn't rolled out for which team you want to be on. So I think that's coming next week or something like that.
Okay.
And the only other thing worth mentioning that I played is the golf club. And the only
Collector's
reason,
edition?
yeah,
Okay.
so the only reason this is worth mentioning is twofold. So the first thing is, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, and I meant to, but the golf club had this patch that kind of broke the swing. And they've kind of I've been jumping on their Twitter and Facebook and stuff. I've been following them to kind of see what's going on. And apparently what happened is, because the game doesn't have a really consistently smooth frame rate,
Mm-hmm.
and the swing mechanic is actually tied to the frame rate somehow in some weird way. So if it hitches a little bit in the frame rate, if you got like a really busy course with a lot of trees, your swing might actually take a dip because of that, regardless if you flicking really hard. So they're trying to patch that out, because the Xbox One version doesn't suffer that, because they like fixed it. And the PS4 version still, it had a bug that they must have accidentally coded that had that, and they figured it out, and they're fixing it now. So that's kind of been the big thing that's been throwing off me wanting to play it. And then because I started kind of getting back into it, and following their Twitter, they had this thing that they keep posting about called tgctours.com. It's unofficial. It has nothing to do with HBC Studios, who makes the golf club, but it's this like unofficial, basically real like PGA Tour sign up that you have to register for on a website and play these tournaments. And holy crap, is it hard and intense.
Really?
So I registered, and I got into that. You have to do this qualifying round, and it's 6 courses, and they're all like hardest difficulty, I realized, and I couldn't handle it. Like, I think the top guy had like maybe -5, like 500 par.
Mm-hmm.
Some of mine were like plus 20.
Ooh.
Granted, that was a bad round because I had this one bad course where I just kept falling in the water. But like on average, on average I was probably plus 10.
That was you falling in the water. By the way, if you know what that noise was. Did you kill an alligator? No, it was a crocodile.
No. Well, hold on.
Hand.
He didn't kill. Oh no, he did because he got his head. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. No. So So I signed up for that. I did the qualifying round, and you have to actually go back to the website and enter in your stats. And if you enter them in wrong, they will disqualify you completely.
Oh wow.
Because they have a way to actually track and see if that's legit. But oh man, I want to be like, okay, I'll just wait and I'll do the tournament the next day and restart this. Don't let you. They don't let you at all. Because it's legit. It's like, no, this is the score you put up. You don't get retries. This is a tournament. I was like, wow, that's a bummer because my scores are terrible and I didn't place in a couple of those. And I was like, great. So I registered for this thing. I'm going to put in these scores and I didn't get anything out of it yet.
You know, I'm really surprised the golf club is good.
You're surprised?
Yeah, I don't know, because when I saw the game in the computer, I'm like, this is going to be a stupid, cheap knockoff golf game. And then after you played it, like, it's endless golf forever. Like, that sounds pretty okay.
And a really cool thing about it is that the community has built, like, everything. Like, me and my dad played Waialae Country Golf all the time on this Nintendo 64. Someone made the Waialae course.
What, really?
I think it's different though because it's the Grand International for Waialae, but all those things are here. Like people have made all of these PGA courses, and it goes into TGCtours.com to be like a big deal.
That's cool. No, that's
crazy intense. But I'm gonna try again next month.
Better than Rory McIlroy.
Yes. Rory McIlroy's swing is. Rory McIlroy's for like a person who wants to just relax and not worry about playing a golf game but want to play it, where the golf club is like, no, you kind of want to play golf, like legit.
Yeah.
But sense. Rory McIlroy is smoother because that they need to in the golf club they just need to make the game smoother, like take out work out the kinks on screen tearing and some of that stuff, but they have so much going on in like the courses, like fidelity and how much is in there. That's kind of hurting the engine a little bit. But that's all I had. So I guess before we take the first little break, you want to run down these crap ton of new releases?
Yes, I do. I'm glad you asked.
I was hoping you'd say this.
Yeah.
I'll just run down the list. I always grab these from GameInformer.com because they're nice enough to put everything on there in date and with everything that they have. So I'll just run down the list for everyone here. The first one, these are all on the 18th. You have The Adventures of Pip on the PS4. The Bridge, PS4, PS3, Vita, and Ouya, Curses and Chaos on Sony platforms.
Wait, did you say Ouya?
I did. Holy crap.
Whoa.
The Bridge. Whatever that is, it's coming on a system that's stupid. And who bought them? Who bought the Ouya?
I did and got rid of it.
No. Like, who bought the company?
Oh, like Razer. Razer did.
Bad move, Razer. What are you doing?
I think they want to make an Android device, so they just bought everything that Ouya did and said, we're just going to do our own thing.
I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah, Razer's crazy.
Final Fantasy Type 0 is coming to the PC I guess it is now, on the 18th. So,
whoa.
That came out. We didn't get that at the store, so that's kind of cool to see. Type 0 was neat. It's a PSP game that got ported to the PS4. It is now on the PC, and it's a neat Final Fantasy. Helldivers got a physical release with the Super Earth Ultimate Edition. It is disc on. It's digital on the Vita, but it's a disc on the other systems. That's actually kind of neat. I've been playing a little bit of that just to try it out, but I haven't got past the tutorial stuff, and there's a lot to it. Everyone waiting for their poker game, don't worry about it. It's here on the PC, it's here on the PS4. It is the 20th on the PC and 21st on Xbox One.
Finally.
Revelations 2 for Resident Evil, that finally hit the Vita.
I wonder how that's going to look.
It's kind of look pretty decent. The DS game for the first Revelations looks great.
Yeah, and the Vita's a little decent piece of hardware.
Tales of the Borderlands Episode 4 is out.
I've heard those are good.
Yeah, I don't know.
People really like the storyline of Borderlands. I just like hearing handsome Jack yell and I shoot him, so whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Zombie, the not Zombie U.
Dumb.
But yes, it is Zombie U, but they're just calling it Zombie for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. That's actually out right now.
So let's talk about that really quick. I was on
Yeah.
NeoGAF reading the impressions.
Mhm.
Apparently, it has more frame rate drops than the Wii U.
How?
It looks better, but because of that, it suffers from performance. And the whole backpack thing just isn't as intense. So
It's
people
like Dead Space, right?
yeah, so a lot of people aren't really thrilled. They're like, weird that this is a down port to a more powerful machine. I'd rather play to my Wii U. I've been seeing that a lot.
It's a good game too. That's the weird thing. Like it's legit pretty solid.
The prep
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you got to finish that game because the prepper story is cool. Oh wow, that was really loud.
what was that?
That's funny. Shelby, subscribe to YouTube. She must be watching. Hey.
Shelves.
Did you hear that? Bing?
I did.
Oh, weird. I'm sorry. I don't know how you heard that. That's really odd. Hey, Bob was hungry. Whatever the heck that is. He's on PC.
Bob.
Smite is officially released on Xbox One. I played a little bit of that. It seems interesting, but it's a weird third-person MOBA. I'll probably check it out a little bit more. Velocity 2X. That the game that was on PS4?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. That finally hit Microsoft stuff, Xbox One and PC.
If I remember correctly, that game did not tickle my fancy.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. People were kind of going nuts about it, and I was just like, it's like not a great vertical thing.
Yeah.
It's not a good side-scrolling thing. It just didn't really feel like it hit anything for me. So, the bridge, I tried to look up what the bridge was, but the link wasn't working on Go Nintendo. But that's hitting Wii U on the 20th. Some PC game called Rimda Ressa. Shadowrun Hong Kong in the PC. Trine 3 is apparently coming out. That's crazy. I didn't know that was even in production. The Flock, that's the PC game that will eventually not be a game anymore.
Oh yeah,
The one where if enough people die, like the game just goes, well, you failed, I guess.
Depending on the price, I think I'd jump in.
Yeah, if it's like $10, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because it's a really neat experience that I think could be really cool to be a part of. Little Battlers experience on the 3DS is the 21st. Risen 3 is apparently getting remastered for some reason because everyone bought that game. That's going to be on the PS4. And Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings, which looks kind of like RBI style, like cartoony baseball. So that could be kind of neat.
You're missing one.
I'm missing one?
Final Fantasy VII iOS tonight at midnight.
Yeah, you're right. That is definitely happening. Did
That's
you
cool.
see? Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, someone made a 2D
I downloaded
2D
it.
action game. Did you try it yet?
Not yet, but I have
man.
it sitting in my download folder. Folder.
Your folder.
Hit my folder.
Yeah, I want to try that because it seems really interesting. Because apparently it's
yeah.
actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your new releases. There was apparently a lot of digital crazy stuff happening and a lot of PC. So that's your releases for this week. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back. And Doug, I got bad news for you.
What?
Guillermo del Toro is done making video games.
Oh, I love that first one you did.
I can only think of one game he made.
Wait, did he make one?
Wait, no, I don't know.
You're thinking of Clive Barker as Jericho.
I was thinking of that.
That's really funny. You're thinking about that game.
I can't
Yeah,
think of
that poor guy. He's tried. He just can't do it.
What did he say? He said, I have proven to be the albatross of video games. I joined THQ, and THQ goes broke. I joined Kojima, and Kojima leaves Konami. I've decided in order not to destroy anyone else's life, I've decided I will never again get involved in video games. Otherwise, I'll join someone and his house will explode or something.
Too bad he wasn't involved in that Pacific Rim game because, you know, it was you know that Facebook thing on this day?
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, that Pacific Rim game was okay," and you commented and said, "No, that game sucked."
Yeah.
all
I think
you
I said something cooler than just it sucked, right?
I think that's it. You're just like, get
Oh,
better.
yeah.
That game sucks. No, that game isn't great. But he should have been involved.
Yeah. I mean, was he? Why him? Was
He made the
part
movie.
of
He
the movie?
designed.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of any game that he actually did, but I mean, apparently he feels like, yeah, you know what? Everything I everything I get attached to, it just falls apart. So.
Everything I touch dies.
Everything. It's Jamaican, brah. Rastafarian.
Psycha, are you dead? Yeah,
What?
man. Cool Runnings.
Oh, that movie's so good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
So these I just kind of threw this one in here because Jurassic World director is going to helm the Star Wars Episode 9, and they apparently are already starting the show like on set stuff for Star Wars Episode 9. I know that doesn't have much to do with video games, but I just wanted to talk about it.
No, after seeing Jurassic World, I think that guy, obviously Abrams is the best choice, but I think Jurassic World was really good. I think the character development didn't really exist, but like everything else about it, I'm not worried. It's a good director.
It's funny because like everyone's like, hey, Jurassic World's amazing. It's super good. And then when this news came out that he was going to work on Star Wars, everyone's like, I don't know, Jurassic World's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't think I want him on Star Wars. It's like everyone just flipped it.
And the guy that's doing Godzilla, if I remember, Gareth Edwards, I think he's doing Rogue One, Star Wars. The in between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Is that the one that they actually showed? Like the screenshot of the cast or whatever?
Because that's between episodes 3 and 4.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
No.
Star Wars could be one of the coolest things in this world. It really could. I'm a little worried that we'll get a new one every year, but single year.
They said that they were going to do one every year, didn't they?
Yeah, I just hope that the quality keeps up.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Because I think the magic's going to die after a while. Because you want to give people a break, I feel like.
Yeah. You need someone. You need time to just like sit back and appreciate it.
Yep.
But speaking of Star Wars news, Sony unveiled their big Darth Vader PS4. So I don't know if you realized this right away. I was reading comments and someone pointed this out, but the controller, which I think is hideous.
Yeah, too shiny.
Well, the shininess isn't really the problem as well as like just the colors and crap. But apparently it's designed to actually be his chest plate.
Why not his helmet?
Because he is on the PlayStation.
Oh, stop.
What? Do you want a Darth Vader shaped controller? Yeah,
like that slime.
Oh man, that thing looks so bad. I'd play it all the time, but that thing looks so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's cool because it's it's Darth Vader and he's cool or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not really digging the system. Like it's not nearly as cool as that R2D2 360.
No, that one's way cooler.
Yeah. Well, jumping off of that, I don't know if we touched on this because we had such a weird start time, but more Sony console stuff. But they had that rumored 3.0 update. Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't.
Okay. The big thing coming from me, I mean, Twitter clips and more stuff like that, but YouTube broadcasting. I think that's like the thing that all these consoles need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with YouTube being like YouTube gaming on YouTube and everything now, like being able to do directly to YouTube would be incredibly smart. Mm-hmm. And with them doing 1080p 60 and like really pushing how well that works, and Google being, really big in fiber and crap, like it's a no-brainer to me.
Yep.
Well, I don't know what if they. I don't know if there was much else. That's the thing that I really wanted to see. Twitter is allowing you to do 10-second clips, which is kind of nice, but being able to broadcast through YouTube is the biggest thing. And then having communities for your friends, so you can kind of separate your friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Irradiant Entertainment's Rising Thunder?
I want to say yes, but I have no idea what that is.
I'm pretty sure you have. It's the free-to-play. Oh, I'm not free-to-play. It's the free. No, it is free-to-play. It's the fighting game that doesn't have any input command.
Yes, derp. Yes.
Have you gotten a chance to try it?
No, but I watched some dudes play it. You can't use a fight stick yet. You kind of have to do some crap to do it. You just have to use a mouse and keyboard. I'm like, I don't want to.
It seems like it might be kind of hard with a fight stick because there's, like I said, there's no inputs for any moves at all. It's just cooldown meters.
Yeah, but so apparently people are pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so I was talking to Jake today, and Jake's really big into fighting games, and I think his wife is actually getting into like programming one or something like that. So they were kind of really getting involved. And he was telling me that Rising Thunder is like legit, like it's kind of an amazing thing. Like
that's Seth Killian's joint.
All the is it really? I didn't realize it was Seth Killian.
Yeah, because he wants everyone to love fighting games.
Seth Killian, by the way, if you don't know who he is, he's the man behind Street Fighter in a sense. Like not really, but like he kind of like he's the face of Street Fighter in America to me.
And he helped PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, he did. That's true.
Yep.
But yeah, so like you can go out and you can grab the alpha for everyone can get it now. But yeah, if you like fighting games, like the idea of fighting games, but the thing that's always throwing you off is throwing a Dragon Punch input command and all this kind of stuff. You know, imagine if it was just like, okay, you have probably like 2 punches, 2 kicks, and then like 3 or 4 buttons that's just like, here's this move, and this move. And they just have cooldown meters. And so it's all about the strategy of a fighting game without the complexity of a fighting game.
Like Dive Kick.
Except for there's way less than Dive Kick, but yes.
Yeah.
Dive Kick was a great experience in the same idea, but I think Rising Thunder apparently is like the game that's really kind of bridging that gap, I think. Well, next bit of news: EA pulls Patrick Kane from NHL 16's cover.
Rape allegations, right?
yeah, there's rape allegations, but on top of that, apparently Patrick Kane, there was like some other thing too, where he punched a hooker. I can't remember what it was. There's all sorts of stuff. Like apparently he's just not a nice dude. So they said, we're just gonna leave Taves on here, and Patrick Kane, you're out. I think they should just take Chicago off because Chicago has, in the last 5 years, Chicago will now be on the game for 3 times. They have 3 covers.
Really?
That's ridiculous. With how many good NHL players and stuff are out there, just come on, guys. Pick someone else. Stop loving Chicago too much. They're a great team, okay? We all know it.
Next up, Jared really did have child porn. Like, that's a thing. And he admitted. Jared from Subway.
No!
Yeah, he came out.
Jared.
Yeah, so he's pleading guilty, and here's the stupid thing. He's only going to get 12 years.
Only 12 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, but, like, if you admitted to having sex with a 16-year-old girl and
whoa, that's what he did?
That, and he has pictures and videos of, like, kids and stuff. I think you should go to, like, life for that or something. But because you remember before, everyone wrote the article to be very clickbaity because they raided his home because his boss got caught. But then it turns out he had stuff too, and he's like, yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Oh, Jared.
But good news, Norm Macdonald is Colonel Sanders.
Yes, he is. What a weird thing to wake up to one morning. Like,
what a weird world we live in.
Yeah. Oh, man, Norm Macdonald. I mean, he's great. But, man, he's the Colonel, and that's the craziest thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So... I don't know how to segue away from the Colonel into my next news story, but Call of Duty Black Ops 3's beta is live now, and I failed to mention it earlier as something I played. I was checking it out today, actually, but it's open to everyone today if you had a pre-order down.
Well, how do you get in?
You pre-order it.
What? How?
You go to the store and you pay money.
I want my money back.
All right. Well, you got to be smart, okay? You got to know how computers work.
I can't.
So it's good. I don't know if you got a chance to try it.
No, it's finished downloading, but I didn't try it yet. I think I'm going to before I go to sleep tonight.
I might join you. It's good. They've added, I think it's 3 maps and 7 modes. So it's a hefty beta.
Is it Titanfall?
No.
I don't want it.
But yes.
But, okay.
But no.
You have my interest.
Okay, let me break this down.
Okay. Are there giant robots?
No. I'm sorry.
Damn it. I mean, gosh.
It has wall running that seems infinite. As in, like, it doesn't curve. It's just like you hit the wall and you go straight along the wall until you say no. That might not be true. It just might be really long and I haven't noticed it.
Okay.
But so there is wall running, and that does not use up your momentum meter. But sliding and jetpacking will, because it uses the boost on your back, I guess. So it has the double jump that Advanced Warfare had, but you can not. It doesn't have to be a full on like you're jumping or you're not jumping. so it's more like a jetpack, except for it's not slow like a jetpack.
Okay.
And it sells the slide, but they took out the dashing. So like in Advanced Warfare, one thing you could do is you could jump and then dash forward or dash to the side to dodge things. And it was really neat dodging mechanic that even eventually made its way to Halo 5. And they took that out of this game completely. And I'm like, that's actually kind of a bad move because that's one of the best enhancements Call of Duty's had, I think.
Call of Duty's weird.
It is weird because like it doesn't seem like any of the 3 studios or whatever working on the game, it doesn't seem like any of them want to share any of the stuff that they do. Like
No.
you have a leveling up system in Advanced Warfare that's completely different from what's going on in Black Ops 3. It's just it's a weird thing.
Maybe they do that because for the people that buy Call of Duty every year, it's a little different, and it doesn't feel like they're buying the same thing over and over again.
That may be true, except for I think a lot of the systems already exist in Call of Duty games at this point. So I don't know. It's tricky because in the beta, the only thing I know for certain, because apparently they're going back to the PIC-10 system or whatever that had in Black Ops 2.
I like that though.
Yeah, so that one worked, and so they should keep it. But you get, I don't know if this is different, but when you level up, you get tokens, and you just use the tokens to unlock whatever you want.
Chuck E. Cheese.
long as you have
buys
token.
all of this.
Yeah, it's like slam dunking and getting a pizza.
Oh man.
But no, overall, it seems pretty good. I actually went back and played some Advanced Warfare and think I still like that better. This one's a little more looser than Advanced Warfare, and I think the graphics might be a smidge less. I don't know, though. It's tough. It seems good. If you're into Call of Duty, this is probably going to be awesome. The other thing that's throwing me off is you pick a character, and those characters have one of 2 special moves that you use. So you hit R1 and L1, and it's like, whoop, like I get armor that can only be deterred by a grenade or a headshot for like 5 seconds or something.
I was going to say, like, that seems very unbalanced.
Yeah, so it's weird. Like you was it 6v6 or whatever? So you'll have your team on the top and the team on the bottom, and it'll say like this guy's playing this character and he's using this special. So you like see what everyone gets, and it's I don't know. Let me ask you this: do you ever think that Call of Duty is too complicated?
I don't know.
Let me explain to what I think. So
okay, because
I feel like it's like you need to know. I mean, you always have to kind of like know loadouts, weapons and grenades and stuff. But then you're thinking about kill streaks. Then you have perks. Then you have
like there's too many systems on top.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So I like Advanced Warfare's where it's like you have X amount of slots to fill your things and you just kind of go. And a lot of Call of Duties basically do it that way in a sense. But I feel like it's a lot to remember. Like what kill streaks do I have? What score streaks do I have? What armor ability did I pick? What grenade did I choose? What weapons do I have? Like it's just a lot of stuff.
I think I would keep playing Black Ops 2 if I could only play Nuketown all the time. Yeah, I like that map.
I know a lot of people do, but I just don't feel like Nuketown's organic enough for me. It's really.
I just like the quick. I like the quick going, but they took it away because Activision said map's too popular. Like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's really dumb. I guess I can kind of see it because they're like, oh, well, it's too popular, so no one's playing anything else that we made and put our heart and soul into. Then no one's
they probably don't care.
Yeah, you're probably right because either way they get paid, right?
Yeah, whatever.
But maybe then no one would buy the season pass because they're like, well, season pass doesn't have Nuketown.
Well, now they should just unlock it because no one's buying season pass for that game anymore.
That's true. Very true. But yeah, it's weird. I played that beta and I went back to Advanced Warfare and I was like, I'm going to go play Battlefield 4. And I was like, yeah, I like this more.
Yeah.
It's just a preference thing at that point. But Battlefield 4 is still really good. And it's funny. That happens every time I play Call of Duty. I go, I should go play some Battlefield again. And then I get better at Battlefield because of getting a little more twitchy with the shooting and getting a little bit better at that. So I feel like I should go play Call of Duty to get better at shooting and then go into Battlefield and just be better at Battlefield.
The reason I like Titanfall so much is because it was Call of Duty without the bullcrap.
Yeah, I'm sorry to always bring this up, people, I swear, but it's why Splatoon works so well. Simplicity with all
I've
of
never
it
talked about
so
Splatoon.
Well. Let me tell you about this game. It's this game where you shoot this ink on the ground.
Okay.
But no, Titanfall's I totally get what you mean. It's just pick a couple guns and your loadouts, and it's like what your grenade types and
Yep.
your Titan types, and it's not complex. There's not a ton of layers to it.
And giant robots.
Yeah, I can't wait for. I think a sequel to that is gonna be really good.
What if they make Gundam Wing Fall, and it's like Titanfall with Gundams? Did you ever watch Gundam? I don't know if did you.
Never did.
No? Okay,
Yeah, I never got into it.
I actually like that show.
Yeah. Anyway, Black Ops 3 video. Just go get it.
Yeah, Gundams.
I'm gonna skip past that. So we got a couple more stories, and we'll get to the end here. But Capcom, you know what they said yes to,
Oh yeah, yes I do.
baby. Oh baby, is it your favorite one?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Capcom says yes to Resident
do
Evil
it.
2 remake. Doug's favorite game of all time,
All time.
better than Metal Gear. He told me earlier today. He
Yeah,
thinks
don't
Metal
tell-
Gear sucks.
Why'd you tell everyone?
No, yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish there was more to it than just maybe just being up-res like the remake of Resident Evil 1.
Oh, but that's so good.
It is really good, but I don't know. I think I'd kind of like to see them Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2.
I would still like it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, so did you see the team that was making the fan remake of Resident Evil 2? Capcom shut them down, but they said, "Hey, come visit our offices. Let's talk."
So you think they're going to be working on the official?
They might help, and they might, they might take some of their ideas because it was Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2. That's what it was,
Okay.
and that's really cool of them to do. Like, hey, stop making it, but fly out here. Let's talk. Let's talk business. So good on them.
That would be really cool. That's awesome of Capcom to do. They're
Capcom's
they're
been
trying to
They're turning around lately.
I would say they're trying to turn that ship. So, oh, I actually only had one more news story, and I wish I would have talked about it earlier because it's not even that crazy. But hey, Xbox and Windows 10, they're going to get some 1080p 60 frames a second streaming, which is important because right now I feel like I get worse streaming through my Xbox One for some reason. When I did something through Xbox, I only got a 480p stream and not a 1080p stream.
Cool.
Very weird. That was through Twitch too. I thought that was weird. And see, I thought I had another news story, but it was just me looking at the WWE roster growing because I was like, "Ah, cool." All these new announcements for oh man, Ric Flair. I didn't see that one.
Do you think
Kevin
we'll be able to
Owens and
download Stephen Amell?
oh, that'll probably happen.
Yep.
I was thinking about that. We don't have to watch it live. We can watch it later.
Yeah.
We can watch that pay-per-view anytime. SummerSlam's gonna be great.
All right.
But that's all I had. But you said you had something about Red Ash you wanted to bring up.
Yeah. So let me pull up the article.
Sure.
So they want more of your money, Eddie. What do you say to that?
No, I don't want any of that.
Why not?
Because you didn't give me anything.
Okay, cool. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to launch a Kickstarter, not on Kickstarter, and instead of a 12-minute anime, we want to do a 30-minute anime.
I don't care.
Because we already took $162,000 from you, but now we want $127,000. How about that?
Go away.
All
I
right,
don't want
fine.
this.
I guess we'll just cancel it. But yeah, so they want more money.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they should stop.
They really should. And after you delayed Mighty Number 9, you're gonna try another Kickstarter. Get out of here.
Yeah, that needs to stop. So there's that. Number one, Way Forward is making a Goosebumps game. It's a point-and-click adventure game.
Oh boy. You know what I discovered today? Speaking on Goosebumps,
They're really scary, and you got spooked.
I came to this revelation, and I said it to someone, and they said, "Yes, that's
Don't do
makes
it.
sense." And you know what, Tom, if you're listening, you're probably gonna hate me for this.
Okay.
Stephen King's books are adult Goosebumps books.
Yeah, of course. Of course they are. Because they're all in the same universe. I think, actually, you know what? I think a lot of Goosebumps books are in the same universe.
What are you talking about? Same universe?
Like it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, you mean Goosebumps is in Goosebumps' universe?
Yeah, not Stephen King Goosebumps.
Like crossing over.
You're not going to see the Abominable Snowman and it. They all melt down here. Whoa. Anyway, so there's that.
And then you said you had some Metal Gear news.
So for anyone that wants to play Metal Gear, stop. Do not go online. Do not go to forums because spoilers are actually starting to come out now.
Yeah. Would you call that thing the other day?
Boot camp.
Boot camp.
Metal Gear Boot Camp, where Konami flies a bunch of people out to a room. and they all played Metal Gear, and the reviews go up the 23rd. They let them play, I think they're letting them play the entire game, but they're not showing them the ending.
So, all right, go ahead, get it out. What's your big theory? What do you think?
David Hayter's in it. David Hayter is in the game. You're going to see a young Solid Snake, and he's going to go,
Dude.
kept you waiting, huh? And then I'm going to cry because Kojima's not making any more games.
But yet Konami's going to pump out a Metal Gear.
Yep. I seriously think that's it has to be, because that's such a huge reveal that they don't want spoiled, because someone will say something.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If Konami, or if Kojima is not making Metal Gear, do you continue to buy Metal Gear?
I still bought Silent Hill when Team Silent was gone.
But I feel like that's a little different because these are very connected.
If it's just a remake of 1 and 2, maybe. But if they keep trying to go on beyond that, I don't think so.
Like, I don't want someone else expanding the lore that someone created.
No, if they just remake 1 and 2, sure. But dude, if that's the ending, and there's a guy, he was saying some stuff on Twitter to people, and they were posting at NeoGAF. Someone was like, how is it so far? Is it great? If you want me to say, the intro is the hospital scene, obviously. Then it's Afghanistan.
Really?
Yes. But he said everything in the game is not what it seems, and this game will throw you through a loop.
So Ground Zeroes is legit, like, not going to be in Phantom Pain, and you need to play Ground Zeroes to understand why they're in the hospital.
Yep. And
better make sure you've got that free one that was on Xbox Live.
yeah, and Greg Miller of Kinda Funny, they are getting exclusive Let's Play rights starting the 23rd. They are allowed to play 5 chapters before the game's even out. I am not going anywhere near that.
I'm not touching that.
Nowhere near that.
It's that full on.
But I think that's everything. Yeah, I don't know. If David Hayter is not in the ending, I don't know what they could be hiding.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's also just the end of the game. Maybe they just don't want anyone to spoil it.
Dude,
I'm not going to get my hopes up.
I always ask you this. Do you think he's in it?
I don't.
All right.
I think it's too much, way too much build up for that to be real. I feel like.
Gosh, if it is though, that's the biggest story in games, right there.
All right. Well, we'll take a small break right here. We'll come back with a short discussion, not a long one this one because we kind of need to wrap it up, I suppose. But we just want to get your thoughts, Doug, on what do you think Nintendo needs to do to make the NX work. So we'll think about that one, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So, Doug, let's talk about it. We got a couple minutes here. What do you think the NX needs to be to be successful?
As powerful, if not more powerful than PS4, Xbox One.
Time out real quick.
Okay.
Just in case you haven't caught up before, if we talked about the NX, NX is the code name of Nintendo's new console. Continue. Okay.
Powerful. Account system.
Well, the account system thing sounds like that's actually going to be happening too, which is nice.
Backwards compatible with Wii U.
Yes.
And if you buy an NX game, it is also the portable version. Because I think, it's obviously going to be a portable thing as well as a full-fledged system. They can't split it up. They cannot.
I think that has to be the step, right? It has to be a hybrid portable system. Because not only would that keep the innovation that Nintendo likes to do, and I agree. I think they have to have this account system has to be a unified online thing where they stop hand-holding everyone's online ability. Just let there be a Nintendo network that just works like PSN or Xbox Live.
Yep.
So, like, what do you think that after Wii U, do you think NX will have like a really hard, like, do you think it'll have to suffer the sins of the past in terms of like the Wii U being kind of a bunk?
I worry that maybe
like it could be an awesome system, but no one buys it because of the Wii U.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
It's funny though. I've actually had a lot of people I've talked to lately say that they want to get a Wii U because look at all this cool stuff that's on there. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring this up again, but a few of them have come because of Splatoon. No joke.
I've never heard of that game.
Just saying.
I would buy a Wii U for Donkey Kong Country alone.
Dude, Donkey Kong Country was great. Like, whenever I think about all that stuff, I just think, man, Wii U actually had a lot of really good. Heck, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is amazing. Splatoon obviously is really good. Like games like Bayonetta 2, Wonderful 101. Man, there's just tons of good stuff.
Pikmin.
Yeah, Pikmin 3. There you go. Okay, before we close it out, though, what do you think their chances are?
Nintendo's weird, but I love them. But I think they know. I think they're finally starting to understand, and I think they'll do it. I think they'll nail it.
Okay, I think Nintendo is one of the best software developers out there, like, for sure. And obviously, one of the big talks with Nintendo in general is if they need to go third party. So, okay, I kind of got into this conversation a while back, and I think Nintendo being third party doesn't necessarily mean that they will sell a ton more games. I just think they'll sell more Mario. Because people ask for Mario on other systems, but I don't think everyone's been like Xbox people aren't always clamoring for Zelda and stuff like that. No. Do you think that them being a third party would actually be really good for them? Because I personally, I'm probably going to be called a little bit of a fanboy here, but I personally think that them being a little bit more innovative in trying to do new things with hardware and stuff really pumps some of the ideas that they have in their software, and I think their software is pretty neat. So I'm kind of in the like they need to stick in with hardware, and they always build really good hardware.
Yep.
Like in terms of like doesn't break and stuff. I mean. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on them being a third party thing?
I don't think it'll really benefit that much. Like maybe they will recoup money because they're not making hardware on top, but I don't think it'd be enough for them to justify doing it.
I think my biggest scare is that you have Nintendo stuff split in between all the different consoles.
Pre-order Mario 4 and get Master Chief armor or Kratos skin. Only at GameStop. Power to the players.
I would hate that. I would hate that so much.
Yeah.
But like okay, so they could be like Activision and EA, and they just put their games out on all the platforms. But then like I get worried like, oh well, which version do I get? You know, or like does this one come with something? And I would just be afraid of someone saying like, okay, Nintendo, now you have to pump this stuff out, and it just be the quality dips or something.
I would get Nintendo stuff on PlayStation. I wouldn't play it anywhere else if they went third party.
I feel like that's the place it should go. Like it doesn't make sense for it to be on Xbox because Sony, Sony being more Japanese and stuff too, and them almost having that partnership before anyway. So
what about the Ouya? What if Mario came on the Ouya?
I would break the Ouya.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I got nothing. Okay, Doug, what do you have for me this week?
Do you think in Roswell, New Mexico, a UFO actually crash landed?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I know.
I don't know, man. That's such a tough one. I almost think that like there has to be some sort of like crazy technology or something out there, right? But
I think so.
I don't know. Like the further it goes, I'm just like, we would have heard something like legit by now, right? We would have saw like in that Transformers teaser trailer before the first movie came out. We've been like, we would have probably found someone on Mars or something.
Yeah.
And we would have adapted this technology. I would hope like reverse engineered it by now. So I think I'm gonna switch to a no.
Okay. I think yes, but all right.
Fair enough.
I've always wanted to visit there because it seems like it's a cool little town. There's alien stuff everywhere. I think that's neat.
Yeah. That might be neat. Everyone's just wearing their hats and
wearing their alien hats.
Yeah, like when it's New Year's Eve and everyone's got the sunglasses that say 2010. They got like alien heads. Like we're Roswell, New Mexico.
Woo! These are alien eyes.
There you go. All right, well, I guess that wraps it up for this week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Feel free to check out SL Studios. I will be showing off Gauntlet. And of course, Doug, you are a cool guy, so everyone should just enjoy your...
Yeah, I was starting to do a Retron review because I feel like I really needed to. And every motorcycle in the world drove by when I was doing it, so I have to redo the whole thing.
Oh, so, that's what you were doing.
I was really proud of it because I did a good job, and then every couple of minutes you hear me go, because a motorcycle drives by and it's super loud. So
Yeah.
eventually I have it up because I think there needs to be more positivity about that thing out there.
Yeah, and it's not like you can go find a ton of people really talking about it, I assume. So,
Not as many as you think, believe it or not.
Yeah. well, there you go. Keep your eyes and ears or whatever. Just say, keep an eye
Your
out. for
face
that stuff.
peeled.
Get your whole face torn off. Like it's binary domain your face for next time for all the stuff that we're doing on the side. And look, listen, guys, we'll just see you on the next level.
Mm-hmm.